Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Oxygen Not Included, the thermal upgrade. Okay, before we get right into it, I want to just mention the changes that's in this upgrade, and I must emphasize that it is still in testing. It's not been really rolled out. It's still testing. Okay, so the big new features is a new ice biome, new buildings including the space heater, liquid typidizer, textile factory, um, new duplicate outfits, new plants, new steam geysers. Food can now be preserved in sterile and/or cold environments. Pipes can now burst. Oh, interesting! And will take damage if the wrong element is piped into them. Added some more complexity, it seems. Duplicates are temperature sensitive and will get stressed in hot and cold areas. Duplicates can overheat and develop temperature-based diseases. Not good. More causes of stress. Circuits can overload, buildings can overheat, mechanized airlocks can be assigned custom access permissions. This is great. Should keep things out that shouldn't be getting into the base. Dupes will now auto repair buildings. Also very good. Okay. A known issue that they have at the moment is equipped outfits will often disappear. Not the end of the world. Okay. Some other fixes was also included. Research and cooking buildings no longer provide restful sleep. So I'm guessing that means that if you've got your cot next to your research center, that's going to be a problem for sleeping. Dupes will always eat the least fresh item out of the food container. That is excellent news. In the past, I have had some problem with rotting food, which I never actually realized while it was rotting. So that's a good idea if the dupes start with the oldest food. Better player feedback for rotting food, which is just what I just talked about. Really need that. Or properly melts. That's an interesting one. Need to get to lava to really be able to look at that. We haven't seen that in any of our Let's Plays yet. Creatures can no longer walk through auto or closed doors. Okay, so now what I'm wondering is auto or closed doors. So if the door is open, but if the door is on auto and it's open, I'm wondering what that means. Okay, the refill percent on the coal generator can now be set. Okay, tiles display the correct temperature. Panning speed scales based on zoom level. Yes, okay. Fixed invisible muckroot plants. Added a jump between ladders that are one tile away to fix a case where building a ladder could prevent dupes from going back where they came from. Fixed many mass conversion bugs in plumbing system. Improved mass conversion on doors closing. Improved mass conversion on tile construction. Improved mass conversion of falling liquids. Okay, shower liquid output temperature is now the same as the input. Pumps consume liquid gas from the 4 cells they cover instead of the bottom left cell only. I think this is quite good. I think in our last season we had some problems with the pumps in the area where we were creating hydrogen, that they weren't quite picking up a lot of hydrogen, and I think this might have been the case because effectively the hydrogen was above the level of where these pumps were drawing from. So I think that should solve that problem to a large extent. Storage shows food freshness. Okay, that's good. Algae terrariums no longer stop working if their inventory is full. Don't think we've had that problem or is likely to have that problem. Duplicate traits can no longer prevent them from performing their profession task. So I'm understanding this, but so we effectively had miners that couldn't dig, and I think that's probably what they're talking about over here. Composting interval is much longer, so it spits out larger chunks. Okay, so larger chunks of fertilizer and takes longer. So when we're on on outhouses, that probably means we'll need many more of the compost heaps. Mealwood plants now give negative decor. Okay, just keep that in mind. Tiles which have taken liquid pressure damage are now repairable. I think this is quite good. I see quite a lot of tiles that's getting damaged, so if we can repair them instead of replacing them, that would be good. Dupes no longer get stuck when the ladder they were standing on gets deconstructed. Lights will no longer appear on if something else in the area is shining light on top of them. Fixed zombie mobs, memory optimization, Fmod upgrade, miss crash bugs. Okay, so that's it. So let's get into this game. We're starting from scratch, brand new. None of the old stuff is going to work with the new upgrade. So let's get into it. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Who's our team? Who's our team? Let's see. Loading. Okay. Space adventure awaits. Okay, we've got a runner, twinkle toes, mouth breather, definitely not doing a mouth breather. Yokel's not the end of the world, so let's shuffle a little bit over here. Well, I'll shuffle this one first. A double yokel again. I'm also much keener on the decor expectation. So let's get this going. See, okay, that's a little bit better. Destructive. Flatulence I don't like. Bottomless stomach I don't like. Yokel is not bad. But 10 decor, I want to get these things down a little bit to give us a fighting chance. There's a lot of other stuff we need to contend with here as well. Narcoleptic, yokel, I don't mind yokel, but the decor, there we go, decor. Okay, what's this like? Small natural tinkering. Okay, this is fine. I'll do with this one. Deal with that one, and then over here I don't like the flatulence trait. It stresses people out again. So let's keep going. Narcoleptic I don't like either. Gastrophobia, cannot perform the job cooking. That's no problem whatsoever. Okay, that's okay. Grease monkey, that's fine. Digging, learning, vomiter. Oh, it's still a 10. Let's try if we can drop that down a little bit more. Ooh, there was a nice spread which I quickly passed over. Okay, what is this like? Narcoleptic still, but learning and strength. Narcoleptic is okay, and all of our expectation is fairly low. Okay, I'm going to go with this team. They've got a quite good spread of stuff between the lot of them, and they've got a low expectation. They're all destructive, so hopefully we won't have all of the vomiting going on. So that's quite good. In terms of our colony name, we will have the let's call it the Chaos Acropolis. Chaos Acropolis, and there we go. Okay, so there's a lot of extra stuff for us to go on. This is the first time I'm playing with the new upgrade. Okay, your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar terrestrial body. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got here. It might be best to start digging. So nothing's changed here yet. Well, let's just get everything pop up. Okay, still the basic stuff, exactly the same. Basic controls, colony management. Excellent. Okay, I've paused the game to have a quick look at what is happening in our immediate area. Over here, can't see anything funny or new. Down here, can't see anything funny or new. We've got some water, some water. We've got, okay. Okay, nothing too strange. I can't see anything too strange right away. Let's have a look at the oxygen overlay. Interesting, this has changed a little bit. Now it's only high concentration, sufficient concentration, and low concentration, and then unbreathable. So we would have no way of knowing what is in there actually. So what is this? What is that? Mealwood, carbon. So it's carbon dioxide and oxygen over here. This is carbon dioxide. So you just have to kind of go over them to see it. I think people might have been confused in the past, but I'm wondering whether this is a good move or not. We'll see how we go, if we make any mistakes or not. Sufficient, and these must be vacuums since nothing is popping up. Okay, so if I go out of here, yeah, it says vacuum. Okay, so let's start planning our base, and what I'm going to try and do, well, firstly I'm not going to try and get us killed again, or get the colony killed again like last time, but rather I'm going to try and manage the stress levels much better so that the guys can stay productive and we can keep going forward. We've got plenty of algae in the immediate vicinity. Well, plenty. We've got a fair bit in the immediate area, and that it's all quite within reach. So that's good. We can certainly work with that. Okay, that's about that from an algae perspective. The other thing that I want to try and look at is using the priority system better this time. Anything you anything you want to do, whether it's say start digging here or building floor or anything like that, is automatically assigned a level 5 priority. And what I think we should be doing is really using this as we go. So as we decide, so maybe our first item here is to go off digging somewhere. That'll give us it'll give us a level 5 priority. So now let's start that. So let's start digging this way. We won't dig out the oxalate. We won't do that thing yet again. Okay, I'll keep digging this area, that area, and then I'll dig out all of that. I will also dig out these guys over here. There's a mix of oxygen and carbon dioxide in here, so that's okay. This is a vacuum. It's down. Okay, so we'll get started with this, but we'll start planning out the base, and I'll show you what I mean with using the priority a bit better. So to start with, we won't be doing much, but we'll definitely start using that a bit more. What do we have available to us straight away? Just the basics, nothing new or fancy available to us straight away. So our first priority will be to get an area where we can set up outhouses, or an outhouse or two, and then from there, this is all carbon dioxide. Oh, some oxygen as well. Have a quick look. Ooh, very limited. Okay, over here. So we're mixing them through, but it's basically carbon dioxide through there. Okay, what do we have over here? Ah, hang on. Oh no, nothing. This is nothing, is it? Ice. So this is definitely, you can clearly see something's happening over here. So this is where an ice area would be. What's this? Can we get the temperature? Oh, much cooler. So I'm going to work our way towards this side. Okay, there we go. Oh, interesting. We know there's a hatch in there. He's not quite happy because it seems to be a toasty environment. It's a bit too hot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make our way over here. It's clear now that food is an issue. Unrefrigerated, as you can see, all this food is unrefrigerated. Field ration, we don't have anything else, but it's all unrefrigerated. So what I'm going to do straight away is try and get an area that is a bit cooler so that we can work with that. You use that area to make our area to make our food refrigerated effectively. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan this out a little bit. So I want kind of floor areas about 10 long. So let's see about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I cancel that one over there, that could be a starting point. And then if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, perfect. Okay, so that can get that going. What I need to start doing immediately is get an outhouse up and running. So let's do that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I mean by doing this. So the next step I want to do is I want to start putting in a ladder, but I don't want to do it immediately. This is going to be like priority 3. Once they're finished with that, we're gonna start digging that ladder out. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to dig out the area underneath this, underneath the printer. Okay, but that's also not a too high a priority. Once we've done the ladder, we can certainly start digging that out. And the reason I'm doing that is I want us to have an area where we can capture carbon dioxide. Okay, so that's what it'll do. So all our carbon dioxide will effectively go down there. What I'll also do is I'll cancel that and I'll cancel that, so that we can easily get the carbon dioxide going down. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in another ladder. I'm going to use this one as a bit more serious to do. I'm going to go there so we can get into the water, but I'm also going to dig out the rest of it just at it's kind of normal priority 5 through here. And one thing to note, there's a hatch in there, so we'll have to keep an eye on what happens when we open that up. I don't quite know what's supposed to happen. Sometimes they seem to be aggressive, sometimes not. Okay, so see, as I've gone, so this is the more important thing. This is what they effectively default to. This digging down here is what they default to when they don't have anything more urgent or pressing to do. So that's how I'm going to start to use the the priority system and get priority working for us and not the other way around. The other thing that I want to do is I want to go up here, and I'll do that at a little bit more high priority. I'll go up there, and what we'll do is we'll dig out a little area here at least to start with. Okay, so that we can start getting in some cots. Okay, and combat. Oh my goodness, I dug that out and I didn't even think about it. Where is it? That's the hatch. Attack. Actually, cancel the attack. Put it on 9. Go for attack straight away. Everybody. Excellent. Attack it. Yes, there we go. Okay, so while I was telling you guys about the hatch to be worried out, I completely forgot about it as I moved straight along onto the next thing. Okay, so let's do a standard. There's probably another hatch in here. Oh, we don't know, but there might be. These things tend to have stuff in there, so we'll see. Okay, so the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start digging this one out. Standard 5 priority, I think. Actually, no, we'll do priority 6 as well. And we'll dig that out like so, and like so. That shouldn't fall down. That's copper ore. That shouldn't fall down. That should give us an area where we can start putting some. Where we can start putting the cots. But first things first. And what was I thinking about? The toilet. The outhouse needs to be placed. And I don't want to do it right here. Okay, so the outhouse. Anyway, I'll put it to the one side over here. So what I'll do is I'll just dump over here, keep digging this out, and actually this is going to be our next big priority. We'll dig out an area like this. You know what? Hang on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this so that kind of forms a natural barrier for certain types of gases, and then I will better priority dig out that section there, and we'll put in 2 outhouses over there. What I'll also do is I'll probably prioritize placing those. Okay, so the guys are digging strong to prepare an area for us to put the outhouses. The thing after that, they need to go up there and do the cots. I don't mind one night of sleeping on the ground, so that's okay. Let's see, what do we have in here? This is all still fairly breathable. I wouldn't say very breathable. Duplicant temperature. So let's read this one quickly. Environments that are extremely hot or cold will affect your duplicant's internal body temperature and cause stress. Great. Another thing to cause stress. The thermal comfort overlay will allow you to view all areas where duplicants cannot regulate their temperature and will become uncomfortable. So thermal comfort overlay. So this is all neutral. Is that what this is? Body heat retention, body heat loss. So if I go into the water, it's body heat loss. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. So nothing here is too hot, it seems. Everything is kind of okay. Comfort. Yeah, there might be some heat over here. So this side, over here, we've got some heat. I find it interesting that the area that we kind of saw as being cool, oh, this area is cool. I think it's just because of the vacuum that it's kind of saying there's an issue there. Okay, well, let's keep going. Oh, oxygen is also okay, and if we open up over here, we'll get some more oxygen coming. Actually, if we just open up the floor there, we should be good. Okay, keep going. Actually, let's speed it up just a little bit. It's doing a fall down through there. We didn't yet see another hatch or anything. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I just want to do that, kind of digging out that. Let's just stand it. Okay, what I'm going to do, no restrooms built. The duplicants are distressed by the colony's lack of toilets. Ren, what's the issue, man? I'm busy, I'm working on it. Outhouse, and the outhouse is going to go priority 8 straight away, and I'm going to pop it in I want to probably pop it in over here. I'll make a little bit more room. So we'll go 2 of them straight away. Okay guys, there you go. Build them, build them. So you see how I'm using the priority system. So the priority system is clearly saying we're going to finish off this first, then we're going to start digging out over here, and so on. So they kind of leave this, and they keep moving. And I think that's the way we should be using the priority system. Whether that's the easiest way to do it, I don't know, but we'll give it a try and see. I'm hoping it'll work. Okay, so they're digging this out, and then the next step will be for us to put some cots in here. Okay, and I don't necessarily want to open this up quite yet. Okay, so there we go. That's done. Oh, they're busy on the floor. So the next step that I'll do is I'll give them the cots. I'll put the cots probably about a 7 priority. And what we do is we need 3. So I'll do 1, 2, 3 like that. I don't want to get it too close to the ladder. Okay, build the cots. Okay, and this time, oh, we're still on 0% stressed. Hopefully the decor isn't causing us too big a stress problem at the moment, but I don't think so. We've got cots straight away, so they won't even spend 1 night sleeping on the floor, which will also help our stress rating. Okay, things are going well still. Here we go, that's being dug out. Is there some oxalite? There's some oxalite over here, so opening up over here will work quite well. Oh, what is that? It's timing, and that gives us over there. So we've got a hatch up here. Got a hatch in here and a hatch in there. We've got a lot of potential hatches that we can catch if there's anything for us to do. Apparently hatches produce coal. Let's have a quick look if we can see if there's any details about what they do. Primary element is ooze. The temperature 20. That's melting point. Wow, hatches can melt. Interesting. It will consume any minerals within reach that is fit in its wide mouth. Interesting. And still no details as to what it does from there. Okay, now we've got the basics. Okay, so the next thing I want us to do is probably set up power so that we can start researching and get the rest going. So I'll start off with power generation, and the one thing we need, and we'll probably end up moving this. I don't end up moving this in the long run to make sure that so this area should be a little bit cooler than up here. No, not quite. So if I look at this, right, this area is actually warmer, but the water so the water is just kind of temperate. Okay, fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in a battery over here. Okay, let's add to the dig that, and that. We probably won't reach certain areas, but what the hell. Okay, so now we've got that up. We need a battery. I would like us to build a battery, and probably over here. Try and not have it do too much. Run that through there and pop it in there. And the next thing I'm going to do is add the research station. I'm not going to put these things too close together because they do end up conducing, or they do emit heat, and I don't want too many heat emitters right next to each other, as I think that will logically, that I don't know, but from a logical perspective it seems that would start to create a warmer and warmer environment. So I'm trying my best to avoid certain things here. So we need someone to start running the power. Actually, I want to go on to jobs here. So everybody can do power. Research is going to be restricted to Nadia for now. And what else? I'm going to key any art, preferably Gossman for now. Okay, so let me go in here, open the research tab, straight away farming, and start to fabricate novice research as long as you can. Okay, what I'm going to do again with priorities, I'm going to place the power wheel and the research both on priority 6. There we see them going. Okay, and here we go. Research is underway. The battery is full actually, and now they're actually working on where we were struggling in the past. I mean, on something that's a lower priority. They're still researching, but the priority is going. Here we are getting all of this fresh oxygen, or this concentrated oxygen rather, to come up here, and we're trapping some carbon dioxide. And this area here is doing exactly what I wanted it to do, and that is be a carbon dioxide trap, so that the area in which we live and work is effectively clean of that. Okay, so we're going along swimmingly. I'll probably try and speed us up a little bit more. And once this is open, that should create a flow to try and get all of this together and fill in over there, over that side basically. But we can keep on going here. All of that is doing quite well. There's no gases there. I think that's a problem at the moment. Okay, at the moment, all in all, still going well. I'll probably need to dig this out fairly soon to add an extra cot over here. But this is where I'm going to leave this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm ExactChaos, and this is Oxygen Not Included. Exactly. Thank you. Bye-bye.